Hey guys, and welcome to season 4 of the Us People podcast. I'm your host, Savia Rocks, and in this season, we get to remember and reminisce back in time with some of our guests like...
Hey, we are Entity,
and you're listening to
the Us People podcast
with Savia Rocks.
Peace, my name is Oni. I'm a producer-engineer from Queens, New York.
Hi, my name is James Green. I'm a TV presenter, sports reporter and journalist.
Hi, this is Joy Langley and I'm the author of Navigating Stress.
Hey, this is Travis Glossop. I am a creative radio producer for Kiss FM and you're listening to the Us People podcast with Savia Rocks.
We highlight the strengths of our cultures, talking about diversity and inclusion and speaking out loud and proud about who we are.
I was never that good. I was determined. I had a love for the sport and that always fueled me.
At 49, I was seven years post-divorce after 22 years and 3 kids of a marriage. And so I knew that I needed to figure out what was happening for me and why was this such a severe sort of crack in my identity and how I showed up in the world.
It's great. I'm glad because I'll be honest, I didn't really work that hard at uni, so it was good to leave uni and really get on it, really because I also, as a person, I think I value productivity. A lot of people live to work. I think I am one of the work to live guys, but because my work is amazing, that's all right with me. So as a person, I go to bed happy when I've had a productive day.
We've also saved the best till last by honouring another artist and showcasing their talent as our new theme song with none other than your host, Savia Rocks, featuring in their song. So guys, enjoy, stay creative, and as always, please continue to be kind to one another. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Melanie Gayle. I'm a talent agent, actress, and comedian based in London. And you're listening to the Us People podcast with Savia Rocks.
Peace of mind. Gotta keep my energy and peace of mind. I protect my energy and peace of mind. Gotta keep my energy and peace.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Us People podcast. I'm your host, Savia Rocks, and today I am humbled to have Melanie here with me. She is an award-winning actress, entrepreneur, and talent agent. She is laughing already.
I'm trying to hold it down.
Melanie, thank you so much for coming on the Us People podcast. How are you?
No. Thank you so much, Savia, for having me on. When you asked me, I was just like, I just like to, if I could drop a little nugget or some kind of inspiration somehow and just share my journey. Because we all have a journey, right? We all have a journey.
That's true.
Yeah, but in general, I'm good. I'm having, I'm enjoying the heat wave. It's a heat wave right now.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Especially when you're doing these kind of interviews and all the lights are on you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you feel it.
Filming on days like this is a nightmare. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Don't worry, we're going to get into that.
No worries.
So my first question for you is, could you tell me, and I would love to know this, could you tell me where your background is from, who you are as a person, but also where you grew up and how that influenced you to be the person who you are today?
Okay, now good question. I come from a place called Northwest London, Brent. That's the borough of Brent that I come from. Harlesden is where I grew up. NW10, North Wheezy for life.
You're down the road from me.
Yeah, North Wheezy, girl. All day. North Wheezy for life.
So, she's literally down the road.
And there's a lot of talent in Brent. If you come from Brent, to be honest, there's a lot of talent here.
True.
Singing, music. I know people like General Levy. You've got all of the Sun Cycle lots. You've got a lot of music people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of actors as well. From here, I think Doc Brown, a comedian, is from here. My sister Michelle Gale's from Brent. So although I come from Brent, to me, it just made me kind of strong. It's just real. So I'm ready for anything coming from Brent. I'm still in Brent. Do you know what I mean? I'm still here. My agency's still here. That's where I'm based. And I just love it. I'm all about Northwest London. A lot of my talent are from Northwest London. So I'm really proud to get some local talent and put them out there on the screens. So showcasing more than music and stuff like that, because there's so much talent in my borough. But I think, to me, my family is integral to who I am today sitting here. Yeah. We're very, very close-knit family. A lot of us are from Brent. Parents were known in Brent as my dad used to run Kingfishers youth centre.
Okay.
So he used to do stuff there, football. So a lot of the guys probably in my age knew my dad growing up. And then my mum used to run something called Black Insight. It was like Connections before Connections. We used to do African dance, steel band, ice skating, go on trips. My mum used to teach the parents typewriting. Do you know what I mean? So I was heavily involved in that. So community spirit from Brent, family sort of loving that. And just my parents always gave back. So I think I just always admired that growing up. I was either with my mum or my dad doing something for people, do you know what I mean, in our community. And I think with my agency, I just try and do the same.
See, I love that. I totally. What was it like for your, especially from your parents? So tell me more about your background, your ethnicity of your background.
Okay.
But also how that culture helped you as well, influence you.
Well, my dad is Jamaican and my mum's from Grenada. Yeah. So heavy on the education, heavily like just constantly pushing us. But what I would say in my family is like, again, we're just ready for anything. My family never ever say you can't do something. So full of support for whatever dream. If I said tomorrow I want to fly to the moon, they'll probably say, I wish you all the best, Mel. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no one going to stop you. Like, so, and then, you know, just making them proud. I was proud of them. So, I mean, it's even funny. I represent my dad today. So my dad's on my agency. So I get my dad work, yeah. And so he was here today, did 3 self-tapes. So it's like crazy. So it's yes, like Daddy. Our relationship. My friend was like, why don't you move in? Because he's here nearly every day doing tapes. But he's loving it. He started in his 70s. And I said, Dad, you can do it. The same sort of stuff what they said to us. You know, I think my dad and them, you know, they had their own talents and skills. My dad's a good communicator. He's naturally funny. He's a storyteller. Kind of things that I pick up. My mum, hardworking, community leader, champion, just on it, you know, mindset, leader, you know, like leaders. So this is what I've kind of seen. And I said, I just always just sat back and said, if I can do a quarter of what my parents had done, then I'm kind of good. So it's just following in their kind of footsteps. Yeah, that's kind of it. That's kind of it for me.
That's actually powerful for you to say that. That's actually really powerful.
Yeah, it's you know, you are kind of what you see, isn't it? So I'm very thankful for how I grew up and the things that I have seen. Maybe there's other people that don't do that, but for me, I just picked up all of that stuff and I really enjoyed it. Like my gran, again, taking a lot of family and friends, you know, just always just giving and helping, that kind of spirit. And I've always seen them not get rewarded through money or whatever, just genuinely feel good factor by helping that person or seeing that person achieve that you helped or something.
So my next one for you kind of resonates with your previous one, which is, could you define who you are as a person, but who do you see when you look in the mirror? But on the flip side of that question, has there ever been a time where you have looked in the mirror and not recognized the person staring back at you?
See, when I saw this question,
did you manage?
I saw this question and I was like, it's one of those questions, like, because I'm like, what are you saying, you know? Because I didn't really know how to answer this, but all I can say is, like you see me here. Well, you can see me, they can't. But but to me, there's times where I was size 18 and there's times when I was size 12.
Yeah.
And when I looked in the mirror, I just saw the same. I didn't see any change. My clothes were falling off. People were telling me, oh, you're losing or putting back on. But when I looked in the mirror, that's what I'm saying, it's a really strange question for me, but I just saw myself. it's just like an energy. I just saw me as I am, and no matter what size I was the same. So as I'm saying, I don't look in the mirror and think, oh, you know, what's this or that. Whatever I see, as I said, some people look at the image, the size. Oh, like I don't do scales. I'm not into any of that. And when I actually lost weight, it was just I wasn't on a diet. I was just swimming. I just had change of lifestyle, change of diet, you know, change of my regime, and I lost weight, and it actually was not planned. So as I said, when I looked in the mirror every day, I wasn't seeing it. I wasn't just seeing, oh, I'm small. I just saw me, and I just as I am, just my spirit, my energy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just kind of my vibe. And as you know, some people I got to lose the weight and they're going to feel better. When I lost the weight, I was actually quite shocked because it was like some people are like, oh, you look drawn, you look sick, because it was such a sudden change. And I didn't do it as a plan, as I said, like I need to lose it. And as I said, whatever size I am, I'm just cool. You just got to feel good in yourself. You know what I mean?
Like that.
And that's what I see in the mirror. That. How I feel, not how I
think
look.
That's one of the
hardest
things.
You know what I mean?
People find it really, really hard to look in the mirror and accept who they are.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one of the things but if you can do that without...
You need to feel good about yourself when you look in that mirror.
Exactly.
And then you will see, if you're not feeling good, you look in that mirror, you're going to see all the bad stuff. But if you just look in the mirror, like I just see my smile, I just see vibes, I see energy. I don't see size 20 or 12, you know what I mean? It's just different, yeah. So that's what I thought when I saw that question, yeah.
Oh, I like that. Talk to me about your values, the way you live your life, your dreams. But how do you believe, and this is a good one for you, how do you believe you lead people to victory, especially when you help them?
To me, belief. To succeed, you need to believe. You need to have faith. You need to believe. And you need to have patience. When I started up, I used to meet a lot of young talent. Maybe they had the skills, but maybe they didn't believe in themselves. I know that just by me simply just saying, guys, I see a star. You know what I'm saying? Just the fact I took that moment and I believed in them.
Yeah.
They didn't have the vision that I had for themselves, but I told them, I see you on billboards, I see this. And people was like, oh my God, if you can do that. They didn't even have this vision, but I gave them something that they didn't see.
Yeah.
And then they started to believe. Do you see what I mean? And then once they started to believe, and then we achieved as well. So it's not just a dream. So we started to believe, and the auditions started coming in. They started booking work, getting a lot of work and stuff. So the belief for me is real. It's not like I took a chance on some people. And I just had a gut feeling. I think this person's going to be good. Some people are graduates. Some people are qualified and experienced. But I had a lot of sometimes 16-year-olds that just came to me looking for a chance. And I had to just go with my gut.
Yeah.
And just have they got it? Have they got something there? And I just believed in them. And then they never let me down. I started in 2018 running Melanie Gayle Talent. It's literally, I think it's about 4 years around this time. 4 years ago, I just sat down and had the idea, decided to do it. And I've still probably got 80% of the people or more from that first week when I set up. Yeah, so I've seen... So when I'm saying believe, it's real. Do you know what I mean? I've had people come with maybe a music video or a short film or sometimes a blank CV, go on to be on EastEnders, Top Boy, feature films, and go and do stuff. So it's not just talk. It's I believed, they believed, something changed. We put the work in. Again, you've got to work hard. Yeah, you've got to work hard. It's not overnight. Some people could be year one. There's a girl that booked the first job for the agency called Lila. The first agency, the job in the first week, in her first audition, loads of firsts. I'm all about making first, make history. Do you know what I mean? Make those changes. She's still here. Led on to get another big BBC role that will be out next month. And by taking her 4 years. But she's still here. And we're still like, there's more. I don't believe we're at the end. This is just, and there's some people came year one, book Homeland or whatever. So nobody's journey is the same, like I said at the beginning. But we're all heading somewhere. You have to have that faith and belief that you're going to get there no matter how long it takes. Because some people can give up today and maybe tomorrow that call was coming, but you quit.
That's true.
Yeah?
That is true.
Yeah? Some people, 10 years, year 20, year 30. The success is a key thing with people. It's not overnight. A lot of people just see people at the end. But like a champion or an athlete or whatever, when they win that gold, we didn't see the training for the 2 years. We don't see what Tom Daley and all these champions do to Usain Bolts or these Jamaican champions. We see them win, but we're not seeing the hard work that leads them to those golds. It's the same thing in acting or whatever we do. It's not overnight success, but when you get the success, it's very rewarding. Do you know what I mean?
That is true. I like the way you said that.
Yeah.
I definitely like the way you said that. So let's talk about the agency some more. So you decided to set up this agency, your agency, and help so many talented individuals to get to their dream, because I'm sure a lot of them may have felt lost or felt like they don't have the funds to be able, and this is something that we all go through, especially when you're creative. Talk to me about you finding the niche within each individual, and also what is it like having an agency, and how does the agency actually run? Because this is something that I know
there's a lot of questions there. I mean,
I know there's a lot of questions there, but I know so many people are going to want to know this.
Yeah. I mean, the key thing is, look, a lot of people can be an agent or set up an agency, but why are you doing it? If I set up for money, I'd sign everybody that emails me. Do you know what I mean? I'm very particular on the numbers and who I bring on the team, keeping it manageable and stuff like that. To be honest, when I set up initially, I saw a few youngsters that had a dream, as you said, maybe they were lost. Remind me of myself maybe 20 years prior, where I've just gone on the 20-year journey to get where I am now. So I was like, if I can give these kids, some of these youngsters, there were people that played my sons on stuff like that when I was doing films, playing mum roles and that. I'm like, if I could help these youngsters and save them that 20 years journey, then maybe I can just help them now rather than they find out in 20 years what I just learned. So initially, I was only supposed to have like about 10. Because I said it wasn't set up at 8. So again, your motive. What's your motive? Anyone can set up, but what's your motive? My motivation was to help inspire, especially people in my borough, people that was diverse people that were a bit left out. I said community spirit was in my heart. So I'm always in touch with the community, always in touch with local talent. I used to do it before singing and rapping. I had a label, I used to manage acts before I had the talent agency. So I'm always connected to the streets, know the real talent, know the struggle, and we all want to make it. My sister was a child star and she was on TV way before the wave of diversity or anything like that. So growing up, coming from Brent, my sister's on TV when I'm like 10 or 12. I've never ever felt that something's not possible. I've never felt, we can't be on TV or something, because I've seen that from when I was 12. So I'm saying I've never had any limit to what I can do, what we can do, because I grew up with my sister on TV, if you see what I mean. So, sometimes, that's not possible, or, you can't do this, you can't do that. I never felt that wasn't possible. So my sister was very integral growing up, seeing her successful early when nobody else was kind of out there. As I said, that just made me just believe, you can, if you have a vision or something, sing, rap. So I used to be a singer and rapper first. I thought I was going to be like Missy Elliott. And trust me, I believed, girl. I thought I was going all the way.
Aww.
Yeah. But, you have to have the belief in anything you do. That's why you see people on X Factor, they can't sing, but they'll still be there because they believe, yeah? Then you've got real singers sitting at home chatting about, oh, no, I can't go on. Because they don't believe. You know what I'm saying? You can do anything if you believe. Trust me. You don't even have to be good. You can go out there with that belief and make something. Seriously. But you could be the best talent at home with and no belief, and no one's going to know you. Because you're not going to go out there.
That's true.
Yeah, you have to go out there no matter what you want to do. If you want to sing, rap, anything, you have to make that step. It may not work. You might fail. There might be ups and downs. You got to keep on trying. In terms of, as you say, with the agency, again, it went from 10 to, about 50, way more. I got everyone Iranian, European, Jamaican, African, British. I got people in Poland. It's international. I get emails from America, and I literally just launched on Instagram. And like they say, if you build it, they will come.
That's true.
And I just think my heart was in the right place. I particularly called it Melanie Gayle Talent. Because I was like, what am I going to call it? 5-star talent or this or that. But I said, no, Melanie Gayle Talent, because at that time, everybody knew me as a hardworking actress and comedian. They knew me out there. I had 5 years out there on the circuit, known for that. So I was like, if it's called Melanie Gayle Talent, because I'm all about standard, that's a standard. And if I'm bringing talent, and my name's on it, you know what I mean? If my name's on it, it got to be serious. So, you know what I mean? So when I was putting people in the room and blah, blah, I'm very careful of who's going in there under my name. But I think and that made me work that extra harder for my name, my family name. You can't bring disaster or something bad underneath that. So that just made me work even harder and prouder to make a success of it. But I purposely used my name as a standard. So if you know it's Melanie Gayle Talent, it's like people like me. I'm all about standards, protocol. With a business, I'm very finicky. I used to do some jobs corporate, work with legal, negotiation contracts and that. And I'm like a whistleblower, girl. I'm like, if it ain't right, don't call me. See what I'm saying? I'm not the one. I'm going to tell you, where's the auditor? I'm not the one. I tell you, I'm a whistleblower. Yeah. Maybe they don't like me in the workplace, but I am for protocols. You know what I mean? So I do everything correctly. So from the paperwork, so obviously I've got the fun side, deal with the talent, I energize them, motivate them and stuff like that. But on the business side, I've got over 25 plus years corporate experience in all the top companies. So I use all of my core skills that I've learned. So obviously everything on my journey has had a purpose, a place to lead me to go and venture into my own agency. And use all of my skills that I've had. And, I wanted to do motivational speaking. I wanted to do this. I can do all of that with my talent to keep us energized, keep us taping. Because it's hard. The rejection is high. You've got Corona. Some people had to quit. Some people might get depressed. They've got to sign out. They've got to take time out. It's real. And I'm just there to say, like, guys, whatever you have. I know a lot more stuff than just the agent stuff about a lot of my talent. They're very close. We are like a family, and I just want us all to win. So everybody on my team, as you said, they have their own USP. Everybody's different. To me, talent is the beginning, but you got to have the right energy and work ethic. If your energy is not right, it's just not going to happen. You know, if you're just not committed, and, you know, a lot of people got the talk, I want to be an actor. And then you give them a self-tape. Oh, man, I was out yesterday, man. This is your chance. Do you know what I mean? And then sometimes they're like, oh, sorry, Mel. And I start telling them, guys, don't tell me sorry. Tell yourself sorry. That's your chance. It's your chance I open the door for. So, again, I'm just opening the door, trying to make people's dreams come true, linking up with the casting directors. So it's all about networking. I'm a good networker. I'm a good communicator. That's my people skills, my communication skills. And I just love people, and I just like to see people winning. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I love the fact that you shared that with us. So I want to know more. I want to know what a day is like in Melanie's life, from when you wake up in the morning to when you get creative to when you start work.
It's the same. No day. No days the same. No days
You're going to say that.
I remember, like, when I used to have the day job, I used to work 9 to 5 and all that before I quit in 2017. But I used to hate Mondays. Oh, you know, that Monday blues. Oh, don't want to go in, you know, take half an hour to get... Because at the end of the day, people work. But who really wants to be... You're doing jobs sometimes, but is it my dream? Do you know what I mean? Do I really want to be there? No. So I know Mondays was hard to get out of bed and just get that week.
Sorry, no one else can see you, yeah? No one else can see you, only I can.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm having this comedian show of like Mel just going...
I'm a comedian, right? But that's what I say, it's a pity they got the video. That'll be another one. But I wish I got my fan then. But, oh my God. Seriously, what was I saying to you? When I said be at work, what was I saying to you? You made me lose my chain.
You didn't like Mondays?
Oh, my God. It's taken me ages. But once you're moving, you know, you're moving, right? But now, I'm like, roll on Monday. It's so different when you love something. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Sunday to finish and see what Monday brings. Because every week, listen to energy, every week, something happens. You know what I mean? So I'm like, Monday, what's going to happen for this new week? So it's such a difference when I wake up wanting to do what I want to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Mondays is fantastic. That's a great day of the week for me. And usually something great happens because, again, you might have a busy Thursday, Friday. Stuff get decided over the weekends. So Monday is usually a great day. Yeah. So it's all about doing my hashtags, do what you love what you do. It's just so true. You know, I just don't feel like I'm working. Everyone's like, even when I first launched, my family were like, Mel, have you only been doing this 12 months? It's like you've been doing it all the time. It was so natural because it's just kind of what I'm about, you know. So I'm saying anyone can become an agent if you really want to do it, but what's the motives? You know, what's your ethos? What my ethos is me. So, you know, Melanie Gayle talent is me based on how I am, my principles, my standards. Every self-tape that gets sent out, I check it. No self-tape gets sent unless it's on a top NDA or something. I check every tape. And if it's not good, I send it back. You know what I'm saying? I'll give some notes. Let's get this right. Then I check all the directions. I check everything is done. I check everything is labeled up. Everything is tick, tick, tick. I'm policing my own self. Quality control. Every tape.
Yes. Every
tape. No tape is getting sent out there and I ain't seen it. And it's not good under my company. So that takes a bit extra time. But to be honest, by doing that, I get to see the growth of my talent. I get to see how, you know, the acting growth. Do you know what I mean? When you're going in the room auditioning, I don't know what's happening in there. They come out and say, oh, the audition was great, Mel. We should hear soon. And you hear nothing. But I send off tapes. The next day, book Pencil. You can book Top Boy EastEnders from tapes. Pennyworth from tapes. Guy book Homeland and a holiday in Germany from a tape. Like, I check these tapes. So I get to know winning tapes. I get to know what works. And so I can pass it back. So my team is quite strong, but that quality control, I could easily just say, here's the link and upload it and stuff. No. So I know it's tick 100. Yeah. So I have quite high customer services sort of. Like when I was out in the workplace and I just bring
expectations.
Yeah. And that way people in the industry know the tapes are good. We don't miss deadlines. Again, communication, keeping people up to date. If it's going to, it's just basic stuff that I know from like the workplace, but just keeping it corporate. So it's a business. I'm friendly, I'm funny, but when I'm working, I'm very serious. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So so again, Melanie Gayle. So I'm funny, I'm a singer, I'm a rapper, I joke, but I don't joke with business. You see what I mean? So you got to have the balances. You can't have people thinking, oh, she's a comedian and just taking a piss out of us, so she ain't going to check her stuff. I got to check everything. I read everything. I am thorough. See what I mean?
That's what I like, and that's what makes you successful in what you do.
Well, I'm just doing more of the same and hopefully see where it takes me. But this is the stuff that I do. It's little things, but it's important. It's important.
Little things make the big things happen. That's why you have to check them the most.
Yeah.
It's not the big things, it's the little things that lead to the big thing that makes that happen and explode.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting some requests like on the day. Like I always give thanks. I'm all about giving thanks, gratitude, all of that stuff out there all day, every day. Because again, if these guys aren't turning it around, if I'm just talking and they're not doing, like I said to you, you have to do the stuff. It's action, we can talk and believe, but if the tapes come in and say, oh, Mel, I missed it. Oh, this and that. Oh, I was out last weekend. It's going to be a flop. So that's why it's all about Team MGT. We're team, and it's like everybody, like Team GB or whatever. We're all working collectively. We all get happy when to see the other team winning, and it motivates. I get a lot of calls from my talent saying, man, I love to see that post, or, oh my God, the team's doing so great. I can't wait to get my thing. I mean, people get energized through the posts.
Yeah.
In lockdown, people kept on messaging, Mel, it's so good to see people still working. In a bad time, they know that their chance is going to come. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I continuously post every day. And I don't post everything. I just post positive stuff and what I can. I don't want to kill people with content. You have a balance, you know what I mean? It's not like, hey, look at everything we're doing here. But I've got to share the wins. I've got to share the wins, yeah. And I do it daily.
I love that, which is good because we need daily goodness.
I give thanks daily, trust me, because I say without my team, Melanie Gayle Talent is just me looking for people, right? So my team, I say it's teamwork. It's teamwork.
How important do you feel it is to have a powerful voice, not just for yourself and not just because you are a woman? And that's another thing that I want to talk about too, you being a woman, but for the people that, again, you represent in the industry that you work in. But when did you realize that your voice had a powerful force in this world?
Well, I was always like a talker, comedian and stuff like that, but in terms of like what I'm doing now, when like sometimes I just used to do auditions and go live, and just talk. It was not a show. I was just talking, and I just do some stuff, and then people message me, "Oh, you're so funny. Oh, when you're going live again, or oh, that you motivated me." And I'm like, but I was just talking, and
good.
You see what I'm saying? And then so again, I was just talking, and then I started creating this thing called Melivation, which is motivation plus Mel makes Melivation.
I like that.
So I used to do Melivation like every month. Melivation. The song's coming soon, guys. Watch out, Spotify. But Melivation was like I used to do every Mondays, and then people would. I'm just talking. Like I'm talking. Like you can say I get hot. I got a lot of energy. Energy is real. I'm all about energy, and some people's got a lot of energy. Somebody once said to me, Mel, you're doing a lot. You got a lot of energy, but you're sharing it all over. You're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing this, and you're spreading out the flame. You know what I mean? And they said, Mel, use your energy for you. That's one of the best turning point things that happened to me. Use your energy for you and see what happened. I was like, oh my God. But it's like, if you rang me before and your community, like, Mel, can you help? I was like, yeah. Everything you rang, yeah. Even if I was stretched, I could have been stretched, but just to help and that. But this guy said to me, like, you can say no. Like, and I tell you, that was weird. That was weird because, again, I was just, help everything, stretching out the energies. And that guy said, you can say no, I was like, oh my God, like, I don't say no to like that, you know what I mean? But that was one of the best things ever. And then I can do a lot of things, as you said, I've got a few skills in that. But once I just decided to focus on my acting and comedy acting with my characters in one, and my talent agency, instead of and rapping and this and presenting and 1,000 other things, and I put all my energy into just those two things, It was fab, and let go of all the other 10 people's projects that I was touching in as well, getting involved in, helping, and then taking over from the back or something. And once I let go of all of that stuff, oh my God. So I was actually just saying to one of my talents, Doris, I was chatting to her earlier, and I said, you know what? People always say, Mel, God, it's so busy. Like, you asked me about a day, I'll go back to that. I didn't forget about a day, but my day is never the same. It can be crazy busy, it can be lighter, it can change. But I said to her, even like the busiest day now, it's not like before when I had the 9 to 5. And then I was trying to be a singer and a rapper. And then I used to be the PA to my dad and my dad's business for about 10 years. And then I was doing this community thing here, do you know what I mean? And then I was managing acts here. And then I was stretched. That was burning out time. I said, you have to find a balance. I reckon if I carried on like that, I'm stretched. And again, master of a lot of things. Jack, what's it? I can't remember the saying now. But it's like you're doing a lot of stuff, but was I the master of all of these things? Do you know what I mean? I'm just doing all these stuff, but am I the best at all of these things? So I'm like, sometimes just like even having a lot of skills can be like a hindrance if you don't find the balance in those skills, because you can't do everything at once. And sometimes you just, which one? They're all good, but you can't do them all at once. It's like juggling, isn't it? You can't do them all successfully to the best at once. So I just decided, you know what? Let me condense, put my energy into these things. And trust me, along the way, I get a lot of calls. Oh, they've got this plan for me. Oh, Mel, can you get on this? And I say no, because I'm working on this, and this is what I'm doing. And I have no problem saying no. And it works for me. Do you know what I mean? And it keeps my focus, because you can get sidetracked so much. You know, I could do a lot of more things, but maybe my agency might slip. Maybe my standards might go down. Maybe my quality control might slip because I'm doing somebody else. I can't afford for this. You know what I'm saying? So I stick with what I'm doing at the moment. Eventually, in time, I can add, you know.
That's true. In time, you can add.
In time, I can add. I'm not going anywhere. You know, not for now.
I ain't going nowhere.
Not for now, anyway.
So my next question for you is quite unusual. Okay, I'm going to say it, and I would like you to pick the word that resonates with you the most and speak on it. Are you ready? Yeah? So you have courage, passion, love, corruption, hate, privilege, humanity, devotion, clarity, power, injustice, positivity, empowerment, inspiration, choice, creativity, belief, religion, and communication. Ooh. Which one resonated with you as soon as you heard it, and what would you like to say about it?
There are a few, but the first one I was really like, was positivity. And again, another one of my hashtags is positive vibes, y'all, all day. And again, there's so much stuff happening in the world out there. If you go on my Instagram or my socials, I've just tried to bring light. I'm just on a positive vibe. I can post all this stuff. I know I'm real. I know what's happening and stuff like that, yeah. But there's enough of that on socials. I just want to try and bring a bit of positivity through my posts. As I said, if it inspires the talent, if it inspires somebody else to get into the business, you can't fake it. Yeah, you can't fake being positive. True. You're either positive or you're not. And
that's true.
I can't say I was always positive. I'm positive now, but it's the only thing I changed to become positive. You know, it wasn't any therapy or deep courses or any life-changing stuff. It was just looking at things differently. Something bad is not always bad. So my dad got made redundant when he was younger. Again, so this is key stuff I remember when I was young, probably like 16 or something. He was probably like the best worker, best engineer, blah, blah. Didn't get the promotion, probably gave it somebody else. When redundancies came, they probably let him go. And I just remember from that was like an injustice, which was another word that he had come up, which was a close one, because I don't like injustice or things like that. I'm really principled. But again, there was an injustice for him that obviously you're the best and you didn't get the stuff. But I just kind of remember back then my dad being like, he's never going to work for nobody again. And it's like, you're like, that's strong. You know what I mean? He's going to do his own thing for this injustice. And he was strong about it. And my dad literally had his business until literally the other day. I mean, 30 years plus business. And that only came from a negative. See what I'm saying? It was a negative thing, but he didn't just sit down there and get bitter. Oh, I got redundant and I'll go to the booking and drink and give up his life and it's all over. He decided, I'm not going to go through this again. I know my worth. I'm going to do for me. And I said, I used to be my dad's PA in his business for 10 years. Yeah. And I set up all this invoice and all this stuff. So what I was doing with my dad prior is what I kind of doing with the paper. But I was doing that for my dad anyway, while I had a day job, while I was doing all the other stuff. For me, I used to have a day job. I worked in advertising media, 12 years, good company, got headhunted to another company, good money, traveling. You know, I was doing a bit of creative stuff, but as I got more promotion, this and that, probably got a bit less creative. Do you know what I mean? Going with the, you know, the money, the bonuses, you know what I mean? I was in my own world and comfort zone. And I was actually not being creative. For a few years, I was just holidays and just, you know, just not being my creative side of stuff. That was on the sides. And I was just 100 on work. And, you know, I just looked around one day in the office. And, you know, you just look around. I'm just like, you know what? Like, this is good and everything. But these people's not like me. You know what I mean? And I they can't do what I can do. Like, why am I here? Like, this is good, but can they do what I could be doing then? And if they could, would they be here? Do you know what I mean? And then I still stayed. I kept on saying for years I'm going to leave, and I didn't leave. But then one day, this team leader was just being funny, tried to offer me some training or something. I turned it down. They tried to say management, I'm being negative and stuff. And at the time, I was a motivational speaker on the streets, if you put me into Google. And they just tried to play this game, stuff I've seen before, a bit like my dad. You know, I know my worth. Do I need to be here? No. And so I listened to their nonsense, and I just said to them, you know what? I'm out of here. Do you know what I mean? They're like, and they were shocked. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna. This happened here today. I'm gonna see how I feel over the weekend about this. And I'll come in on Monday. Like, they were shocked. They tried to discipline me and all this. I was talking. They told me stop using hands because it's like I'm cheating. I'm like, I'm animated. I'm like, guys, come on, stop clutching. Stop clutching. Do you know what I mean? I was like, do you know what? I've worked since I was 16. I'm like, getting older. I just actually don't need this. I got good work CV. I'm like, I could work anywhere. Do I need to be here? And do you appreciate me? So again, like, I went home. I said, you know what? No. I said, I don't care what I do. I don't care what I do, but I'm not going to be here. So I came in. I had my envelope. I remember my friend Jeanette was laughing. I come with a big envelope, type for A4. I tell her it's in here, you know. She's like, Mel. So everyone's like, what's the letter? You know what I mean? And then I went to the manager. I was like, I need to speak to you, waving this letter, the whole office looking. I was like, can we go in the pod, you know? And I told them I'm quitting, right? And the man's like, I was number one. I got headhunted there. Do you know what I mean? They think, you know, they just think you're going to just put up with this nonsense. Like, I have to be here. Well, I don't, because I said I haven't got any children. I didn't have any debts. I didn't have any bills. They couldn't scare me with what you're going to do and what. You couldn't scare me with any of this fear factor. There was nothing what I needed to come here every day at all. I could have choose to work and do some low-paid work, but enjoy it. I didn't have any that struggle where I'm tied to my mortgage. You know, that kind of stuff where they scare you, what you're going to do. That, not me. So I told the guy, I'm out of here.
Not me.
No, I said, I'm leaving. It was the end of March. From the 1st of April, I said, I'm going to be free. That was 2017 April. I said, I'm going to be free. He's like, what you going to do? What you going to do? I'm like, that's not really a concern. Do you know what I mean? But it's going to be over. Do you know what I mean? And I left just to be 100% creative. I can't sit here and say I had this plan. No, I didn't. But what I was pushed, I felt, again, if that woman was nice to me, if that manager just, if they gave me the promotion, like, would Melanie Gayle Talent be here? Would I be here? Because maybe I'd just still be sitting there. So again, like my father, it was a negative thing, but she made me open my eyes to my worth, and then I left, and it's only been up since then. So sometimes I'm saying positivity, you can find it. It's not just about walking around like, hey guys, you know, this be positive vibes. Like, no, it's not. Do you know what I mean? It's not, you know, it's not just that kind of, you know, that kind of brainwashing thing. It's not about that. It's just how you look at things, how you can look at a bad thing, but find a positive in that. And then you're not low. So when I left and I said to the woman, I won't say her name, but I said to you, thank you. I thank you. The woman nearly collapsed. And the woman's like, thank me. I said, thank you for opening my eyes and let me realize my worth, because I don't belong here. I said, I wish you all the best. And I never looked back. And those people used to be on my LinkedIn, all of that, trying to see what I'm doing. And I've only gone this way. Do you know what I mean? But I had to thank that woman. It sounds weird, but if she was lovely to me, if they just gave me a pay rise and a promotion, maybe I'd still be there, because maybe I didn't wake up to know, Mel, you have more to give the world. You understand what I'm saying to you? So even though it was a bad thing, I didn't have time to sit down and just be like, oh, she's giving me these problems at work. Like, no, do you know what? It's just going to end today. I'm not interested. Do you know what I mean? and I'm going to do something where I can do for myself,
Exactly.
you know, and be creative and happy and appreciated, you know. With my talent, yeah, you get paid and all of that invoice and paperwork, but when they message me and just say thanks, or like, Mel, like, thanks for believing me, or they send me gifts, like just surprise stuff, that's it. Like, it's not,
humbling.
you know, that stuff is priceless. Yeah. That genuine appreciation. So that's what I'm saying. I like to be appreciated. I don't need to do it for monetary values and stuff, but genuine gratitude and thanks goes a long way with me. And I know when it's genuine, you know what I mean? And you know when it's genuine and when people's just trying it, you know what I mean?
No, I'm laughing because I know.
You know what I mean, right? So it's genuine, but
know.
Yeah, positive. I just think it's like, is a glass half full or empty? People, just change your mindset to a situation and just look differently. Don't look at the dark side of it. What can you get out of it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. So if there was one song, right, that was the soundtrack of your life, what song would you choose and why would you choose that particular song? Oh, she's looking left, she's looking right.
I'm thinking, oh, what song? I mean, I think if you just made up a song, someone used to be a songwriter, known as Caramel G back in the days. But I was just thinking like energy, like any song out there to do with energy, fire starter. I'm hype, babe. I'm really hype. You know, I have to rein it in a lot of times. You know what I mean? But I have a lot of energy. My dad in his 70s has a lot of energy. And again, I think that's like a blessing. It's without the energy to do what I do. You know, I need the energy to get up each day and do what I do. You know, the energy, I'm all about good energies. And I get energized from good vibes. Do you know what I mean? I can be around good people. I could talk to somebody. I can think, But when I see somebody, I know straight away vibes, like it's real. It's like there's real stuff. Like some people just don't connect. You know what I mean? You just can't force this stuff. You know what I mean? There's some people you're just not going to connect with. I don't really get upset about it. But, you know, there's some people that came when the ages. And again, another thing, always follow your instincts and your gut, okay? Because a lot of the time, we go against ourselves. So
to be kind or to be nice.
Yeah, or just to be nice. And that's what I say. Even just say no. Sometimes it's no. But again, even when I get talent, there's some talent that came to me that maybe at the beginning I was like, I'm not sure. I can't put a finger on it. It's just something I wasn't too sure, but I went against it. And then maybe 6 months, 9 months later, everything what I thought was 100. So maybe I did that about 3 times. And after that, I said, anytime I feel like no, I'm not going to go with it. Because I've not been wrong yet. Do you know what I mean? So now I'm always, I tell my talents, well, follow your instinct, follow your gut. Don't go against it. You have that sixth sense. Everybody has it, but we ignore it. That's what a lot of people do. We switch off. Oh, yeah, I thought that, but no. What did you think? Stick with it. It's usually right. 9 times out of 10, your first thought about somebody or your gut or a decision is usually right.
True. I like that, you know.
Yeah, that's important. It's something that, again, I have to keep on reminding myself, because even as I said, I still made that mistake. I felt no, but again, let me just be nice. Let me just give them a chance. No, every time. Yeah. So I said 3 times. That's it. That's so now, again, I say there's a lot of talent out there, but you got to be right. You got to fit in. And if you took a handful of Mel's Got Talent, any age, any race, and put them in a room, they will get on, because on the energy levels, they're the same. The same vision. We're different. We're all individual, but the motive, the vision, the goal, the energy, the passion, the work ethic, the goal. It's our own journey, but we're all the same. And if you put any of us, as I say, together, from 20 to 16, whatever, black, white, Indian, China, whatever, they will get on. Because they are the same. And that's why I'm more, like, when I said, obviously I'm a black female, I'm a diverse agency, but I represent all, because I can't represent just one. That's not business anyway. And the world is not one. And so in a business that wants everybody, it's not diverse to just have black or Asian. It's diverse is all. And so I never realized when I set up, like, how many, like, European people and stuff, like the amount of people that came to me, and they always said they'd like to see the fact that I had so many. And as I said, as a black female, I get on with all. I'm not here for the colors and that. As I said, the talent, the vibes, the energy is all real. That's what I see. And we're just like-minded people with the right energy levels, right goal, and we all can try and get there in our own timescales. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not here. I can't just be a black agent just because I'm black. That's not business sense. But I think a lot of people thought I was going to just be black. I just set up for people, and whoever came. And I've got all. I've got a wide variety of talented people speaking many languages and stuff like that.
It's good to have it because it shows that you're diverse. Not a lot of people are like that.
I'm here for, that's what I'm saying. Again, as I said, obviously I come from Brent. I'm real, but Brent, I think it's the most multicultural borough in London, if not one of them. So again, I've always been around all people. I say talent is talent. It's not colour, innit? You can't just say, we're going to be one race or something like that. So again, I'm very happy with my range of talent, and I'm very happy that these people feel that they can come to me and let me represent them,
I've only got 2 more for you, Mel.
Okay.
But my second to last one, which I love asking this one, is when you feel like you have done absolutely anything and you are an energetic person, yeah? You most probably have been one of the most energetic guests I have ever had on the show.
No way.
Down.
Wow.
Hands down. I've had some energetic guests. I have. I'm not going to say that I haven't.
Yes.
But you are definitely in the top 3.
Wow. Well, yeah, it's real. Because it's real.
This is what I'm saying. Having. But what I would love to know is, when you decide that you are going to stop, be at peace with yourself, I'm not saying that you're not now, but when you decide that you are going to stop and be at peace and just say, nope, I've done the best that I could with the time that I had, and you decide to stop, what would you like your legacy to be in this world?
I just feel that if I stopped tomorrow, for whatever reason, that there's about 25 plus people on my books alone and other people that I know around, but just in my agency, I know I made a difference. If I dropped off tomorrow, I know I would be remembered for, as I said, believing in them, putting them on, just getting them started. Because sometimes you always remember that person. There's always somebody, that mentor, somebody that's that turning point. And I think I was that for a lot of people, not just young. I've got some people, they were 54 when they joined. They'd been in the Spotlight system 30 years, and they got their first TV job with me. Do you know what I mean? Ever. Over 30 years of acting. Do you know what I mean? So I definitely made a difference just by being me and by just taking my time to notice these people or help them. I just think that I'll just be remembered for, as I say, being me and just the impact that I had. Because I definitely met some people at some crossroads. That's what I'm saying. People are at crossroads. Yeah. When I met these people, they were at crossroads, and it's left or right in there, up or down. And luckily we met and we went up. But they could have gone down or sideways. Do you know what I mean? So I think
that's true.
That, again, so I'm saying people may come and go. And even if I shut the agency tomorrow and people was acting in 10 years' time, I would hope and imagine that they could still be in an interview. And when they ask them a question like, when you started, who was important? Hopefully they would say, well, when I first started, Melanie Gayle, my first... Do you know what I mean? Hopefully I would come up in their interviews later on as somebody that made that change. Because I said to you, if you don't have the belief, if you don't know where you're going, it's like, what are you doing? You just lost. You got talent, you don't know what to do with it, you don't know what the jobs are, no one's telling you can make it. Some people just give up. And what I realized is a lot of people, they were timing. That's what I'm saying, patience. Some kids was 21 telling me, it's up, man. I've been doing this so long. I'm like, you're 21. You've been doing this a hot minute. You know what I mean? But my friend's on Top Boy, blah, blah. That's nice. I don't know what their background is. They could have gone to the Brits for all I know. Their friend could be the producer, director. I don't know their story, yeah? But watch yourself. But it could be 25. I don't know when it's going to happen. But you can't put a limit on when it is and then quit. So I really set up, because I actually saw a lot of these kids was burning out quick. Like, I got longevity in my and it take a long time for I'm going to quit. But because it wasn't, everything's so fast. So they want the overnight. And, 12 months, 18 months in, some of them were going to quit already. One kid told me at the beginning when I first set up, I'm so glad you set up, because he was about to quit. He was like about 21. And then I was like, wow, man, I'm glad I set up too, because you can't quit at 21. So I'm saying some people, that's why I'm saying you can't stop, because you can stop now and it's not there. You have to keep on going. It could be year 9, 10 or 8, but you've got to be in it. If you stop in year 5, 6 and 7, you're just out the race. Do you know what I mean? So again, just to be remembered as maybe just even igniting that fire, that flame, their passion by believing in them, having some impact. That's what I feel that I've done. And I say I've still got them here, so I'm seeing all the journey each day, you know what I mean?
So I've got one more for you.
Okay.
I would love, before I say my thank yous to you,
no problem,
for coming on the show, I would love for people to be able to find you on all your social media handles. And if they would like to contact you, where can they find you?
Okay, well, I love Instagram. It's got the right energy for me. I'm not a fan of Twitter. I like Twitter, but Twitter, I like to tease. It's a bit of tea in it, you know, cancel culture. Like, what's going on? I go on Twitter to find out what's going on, you know what I mean? But you can find me on Twitter at Melanie Gayle. I was trying to do the Samuel L. Jackson thing, you know, when I used to love Samuel L. Jackson. So when I first started that, I was like, I'm going to be Melanie Gayle. But so I launched on my Instagram and my Twitter as Melanie Gayle, but it never really took off. Everyone has just called me Melanie Gayle, like, you know, I got no credits with the T. So on Instagram, on Instagram and Twitter, I'm at Melanie Gayle. On Twitter, the agency's at Mel's Got Talent. And on Instagram, at Melanie Gayle Talent. Facebook, I'm just Melanie Gayle. I'm on LinkedIn, Melanie Gayle. I mean, just Google me, man. Just Google me. I'm there. You can Google Melanie Gayle if you want to hear some of my tunes from the old days. Google Caramel G. And my debut album, Raising the Game. Yeah. I'm in TikTok, babe. I'm in TikTok. Yeah. My old stuff. Yeah. I might do a remix album. Caramel G might come back. You know, never say never, girl. Caramel G. I used to rap back in the days. I'm telling you, I thought I was. I'll tell you the truth now. Like, when I was rapping, to be honest, I probably was a little bit good, you know. But I thought I was the baddest. That's the point. You know what I'm saying? And I went so far with one song. I had one song. Oh, my days. Girl, I was all over the place. People in America thought I was on billboards and that. Like, they thought I was huge out here and that. I was always online as an artist. I've always been online connecting. This microphone that I'm using now was given to me by some French rappers that I used to collab with, and they sent me the microphone to sing. So they used to rap in French, and I used to sing in English, and they sent me this USB mic that I'm using now from collabing with them. And so I used to do a lot of recording at home, so I can do a little bit of stuff in Cubase and all that, record my vocals, and send them the clean vocals from home. And I used to be on mixtapes in America, Switzerland, Paris, all over the place. Caramel G was busy, girl. And but they thought I was large over here. But it's, you know, I just had the hype. And then here I just used to call up labels. Yo, it's Caramel G. And I used to get I used to get places. I'm not even joking. But even beyond, I would be lying to say I was the bestest rapper. I was good. But I would have battled anybody. Anybody came to me that's what I'm saying, the belief levels that I had. And I'm still like, you want to battle me? If you get me going, I'm still like, come on. Right? And so that's what I'm saying. Belief is everything. I don't care if someone told me you're not good. I'm still going to rap and I'll be in your face. You know what I mean? So I was like a battle rapper back in the days. I was a battle rapper. I was a jungle MC. And then I used to sing. So I used to songwrite and sing the hooks and stuff. And yeah, I did that for a while. So I had my own label and things like that before. Yeah. And then I went into comedy, acting, the agency, and all that time I've always been working day jobs.
See what I mean? Yeah. So guys, find Melanie where you can,
Melanie Gayle or Melanie Gayle, I'm there. Or Caramel Jizzle.
Connect with her. Melanie, I want to thank you. I'm cracking up. I want to thank you so much for your energy, your positivity, your kindness and compassion.
Thank you.
For coming on the show. We did it.
Yeah. And we had the technical hitches on my side. Apologies. But again, I didn't give up, girl. Did I give up? I blew the dust off this USB mic. I blew the dust off it. You know what I'm saying? And we're here because the show must go on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy that you had the patience. And thank you for inviting me on as well. And I really enjoyed it.
Oh, man. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you so much.
No problem. Guys, thank you. You're welcome.
Hey, guys. Thank you so much for listening to the As People podcast, and please remember you can subscribe on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and any other platform that you prefer listening to. Please also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And you can also donate to the As People podcast by simply going to the Savia Rocks website or just typing in paypal.me/Us People podcast. Guys, thank you so much for listening. Stay happy. Stay positive, and as always, please continue to be kind to one another.
Peace of mind, peace of mind. Gotta keep my energy and peace of mind. I protect my energy and peace of mind. Gotta keep my energy and peace of mind. Peace of mind, peace of mind. Gotta keep my energy and peace of mind. I protect my energy and peace of mind. Gotta keep my energy and peace of mind. Peace of mind, peace of mind. Gotta keep my energy and peace of mind. I protect my energy and peace of mind. Gotta keep my energy and peace of mind. Peace of mind, peace of mind.
People say that having a peace of mind is trying to find a consistency of calmness within ourselves, to crave for a clarity that drives us through our emotional journey of life, to never let a person's judgment manifest into a fear inside of us, learning to believe in our ability to shine through the darkest moments and tunnels when we cannot see the light. Patience being our light for forgiveness and strength, to believe in our destiny. If you want real peace of mind, one needs to stop fighting their inner thoughts and embrace them with love, because love is the most amazing and beautiful strength that we have to conquer our peace of mind. Make your thoughts impact a nation by keeping them true and honest, especially to yourself, but make your peace of mind protect you when you don't have strength to embrace anything else. Find your peace of mind by listening to your heart.
Always follow your instinct and your gut, okay? Because a lot of the time, we go against ourselves. So
to be kind or to be nice.
Yeah, or just to be nice. And that's what I said, even just say no. Sometimes it's no. But again, even when I get talent, there's some talent that came to me that maybe at the beginning I was like, I'm not sure. I can't put a finger on it. It's just something I wasn't too sure, but I went against it. And then maybe 6 months, 9 months later, everything what I thought was 100. So maybe I did that about 3 times. And after that, I said, anytime I feel like no, I'm not going to go with it. No. Because I've not been wrong yet. Do you know what I mean?
Gotta keep my energy and peace of mind, peace of mind, peace of mind.